In today's class, we are going to discuss on the low-cost wastewater treatment method. That is, we are going to discuss regarding the septic tank. We are into the last part of the module one. That is nothing but the low-cost wastewater treatment. Now we will discuss on the septic tank. Okay. Now wherever the in I think you know about this septic tank. Now in the septic tank, what we do is the waste or the fecal material which is coming from the house, okay, or wherever the population is around 50, right, if there is no drainage connections are there, then the waste water which is coming from WC, right, along with the fecal material, that it is going to be stored into the septic tank. Okay, so I think you all know about the septic tank, where the waste or the fecal material that is going to come inside the your septic tank, it is going to be get sedimented in this particular part, and then the sludge is going to be created in the this particular chamber, and then the wastewater is going to be continuously, it is whatever the wastewater it is going to come in this septic tank, it is going to be continuously, it is going to be flowed out of the septic tank. So today we will discuss regarding the septic tank in detail. This is nothing but one of the low cost the house treatment. Okay. Now septic tank is a special form of sedimentation tank with which is going to have the longer detention time. Okay. Here the digestion of the settled sludge is going to takes place. Okay. The septic tank is a combined sedimentation cum digestion tank. Okay, it is nothing but the combined sedimentation cum digestion tank. This tank is having the larger capacity than a normal sedimentation tank, so it has to accommodate and hold the sludge for its subsequent digestion. Here the whatever the waste material is going to present, that is going to be get digested. Okay, it is going to be grouped with under the primary treatment units. Okay, the settled sludge is going to be it is going to be having decomposed under the anaerobic process. Okay, that is the why that is the reason why we call it as an septic condition, or we call it as an the septic tank. Here the septic tank, it normally it is going to, you have seen probably, it is completely closed system, where it is going to generate the gases like hydrogen sulfide, methane, carbon dioxide. It is normally it is going to be get generated, and it is going to be get removed by having the ventilation pipe. I think you have seen such kind of an arrangement. If the septic tank is there in your house, you have seen that, right? The septic tank, it is normally it will be closed, where the wastewater is going to be, the waste material is going to be get collected, and then the gas, when your ventilation pipe, also we call it as a vent pipe, that also you have seen. Okay, so this is regarding your the septic tank. Again, the effluent from the septic tank, it is subsequently it is going to be fall in nature, which is going to have consider the desirable amount of dissolved and the putrescible organic solids with and viable pathogen. Hence it is disposed either in the subsurface irrigation, or it is going to be disposed in the soak pit. Okay, normally we are going to we will be disposing it into the subsurface irrigation. Because of unsatisfactory quality of the effluent that is going to be get liberated from the septic tank, here it is going to be used for the small community. Okay, and the septic tank should be used where the subsequent amount of water supply is going to be carried out. There we are going to use the septic tank with having the waste should contain the excessive amount, it should not contain the excessive amount of detergent and disinfectant wherever we are going to use these septic tank. There it should not have, the wastewater should not consist too much amount of detergents or disinfectant, or else it is going to kill the your germs which are present in the septic tank. Okay, now we will discuss regarding something on the tank dimension. Okay, as it is stated earlier, it is having the it is going to have the sedimentation process. Okay, now here in order in this particular tank, the temperature, right, in Indian condition, the normally the temperature is around 25 degrees Celsius. Hence it is going to require an area of around 0.92 square meters for every 10 liters per minute of the peak flow rate. Okay, it is going to require around the area of around 0.92 square meters for every 10 liter per minute peak flow rate. Okay, and the sludge digestion is going to take place in an anaerobic condition. Okay, it is going to take place in an anaerobic condition, which is assuming that the 60% of the solids are going to removed with having the fresh sludge, and the 70% of the waste material will be having the volatile in nature. Okay, now we will see, we are going to have talk on the detention time. Normally I have told that the detention time is your for your septic tank, it will be normally it will be the higher. Okay, here we are going to have the detention period of around 24 to 48 hours. That means 1 to 2 days the detention period will be there. And since as the here you are going to see that as the wastewater is going to come inside, what will happen, the as the water level is going to rise, increase, the water will come outside and then water will be continuously flowed down, but the sludge is going to be get settled down at a slope of around 0.4. Okay, now the sludge is going to be sludge, we will talk regarding the sludge withdrawal. Now every I think you have seen that the sludge withdrawal in these case of the septic tank, it is normally it is once in 2 to 3 years. Okay, the normally the sludge withdrawal will be normally in once in 2 to 3 years. The digested sludge is going to be withdrawn with the pipe, which is going to have the at least of a 15 centimeter dia, and under the hydrostatic procedure of around 45 centimeter. Nowadays very sophisticated instrument has come. If we sucking with having the sucking pipe, if we applied here whatever the waste we are going to have it, right, that we are going to get it, the sludge that we can get removed. Okay, now we will see regarding the construction part of the septic tank. As you know that the septic tank are normally it is going to be constructed in an underground area. Okay, the tank is going to be constructed either with the brick masonry or stone masonry, or even it might be of concrete also. Okay, as you know that this septic tank is going to have maintain an anaerobic condition. It has to be completely closed, it has to be completely watertight. Okay, so that the anaerobic condition should be there inside. Anaerobic is nothing but the in absence of oxygen the digestion should takes place. Okay, now they are provided with normally they are going to be provided with the ventilation pipe, we call it as an the vent pipe, so that I have already told that since as we are going to maintain an anaerobic condition inside the septic tank, what is going to happen, it is going to generate the gas. The gases whatever it is going to be get generated, it is going to be removed by the vent pipe. And these vent pipe should normally it is going to be exceed around 2 meters above the top, and the highest from the 2 meter above the building, and it should be within a radius of 20 meters of within the radius of a smaller capacity. Okay, now regarding the partition wall should be kept around 2 to 3 distance of the length of the inlet. the inlet are located from the two opposite end. The baffle, right, this particular baffle wall, what we are going to have, it is generally it is going to be nearly provided near to the inlet, okay, inlet and outlet, okay, and it should have around the depth of around 25 to 30 centimeter, and it should project around 15 centimeter above the ground level. Okay, the baffle should be placed, okay, at least around the 1/5 of the tank length and from the mouth of the straight inlet pipe. Okay, the inlet and the outlet pipe should be placed, right, the inlet and the outlet pipe should be placed at a level of 5 to 7 centimeter below the invert level of the pipe. The floor of the tank, right, this is the floor of the tank, it should it should be built of cement concrete with having the slope towards the outlet. Okay, and both the floor as well as the wall should be well plastered to make them watertight. Okay, this both the floor and the wall should be it should be well plastered so that it should not absorb any kind of a water through it, and it should not create the disturbance. Okay, now we will see some of the advantages and disadvantages of the septic tank. Here there are some of the advantages of the septic tank are, it can be constructed very easily, and it requires a very little attention and a very less skilled labor is going to be required, and the sludge that is going to be produced by this septic tank is relatively very small. Okay, and the reduction of volume is about 60% of the sludge is going to be get reduced. Okay, the cost is quite small and within the reach of all the householders, and they are having no moving parts for its operation. The effluent can be very easily, it is going to be get very easily, it is going to be disposed, and it can be installed with having the give long service. Okay, carefree service, it can give the long and carefree service. As you can see, the sludge can be removed only once in a twice 2 to 3 years. Okay, so it is going to give you the long with having the carefree service. Okay, now what are the disadvantages are, the size required for this septic tank is quite big. Okay, the effluent is dark, and it is going to give the foul smell, as it is going to have the anaerobic condition, it is going to give you the foul smell, and then the leakage of gases from the top cause, and it is going to create for the environmental it is going to create an environmental pollution. As I have told, it is going to liberate the gas from the top of the septic tank. Then it requires the periodic cleaning, removal and disposal of the sludge, and it is very often a tedious process. Okay, so this is regarding the septic tank. In examination, they may ask you with the neat sketch, explain the septic tank with its construction, operation, and then with its advantages and disadvantages. This may be normally this is going to be asked in your main exam. Okay, now we have completed the module 1 of your municipal and industrial wastewater. In the module 1, we have discussed on introduction, need for sanitation, methods of sewage disposal, types of sewerage system, dry weather flow, wet weather flow, factors affecting dry and wet weather flow, then estimation of storm flow, then materials of sewer, shape of sewer, then how the testing should be carried out, then low cost house treatment. We have discussed on septic tank, what are the different sewer apparatuses, manholes, catch basin, basic principles of house drainage. Okay, then the typical layout of house drainage. So we have completed module 1, and we have also solved some problems on the dry weather flow and wet weather flow. So this completes your module 1. Thank you.